Well, welcome to Geek on Carnivore. Tonight I'm going to be making chicken nuggets carnivore friendly. Usually the problem with carnivore is to try to find a breading that doesn't have carbs in it. Um, so one way of doing that is to actually use pork rinds. So I've got, actually the Crackling works the best. I guess it makes it more crunchier, and I will verify that does make it more crunchier. Also, you can just get regular pork rind. So I got a couple bags here, and usually you want these ready to go so that you're not always constantly mixing these up. So what I do is I'll grind these up in the blender here, and then I put it in a mason jar, a couple jars of it, and just kind of have it ready to go so that if we're making chicken nuggets, even breaded shrimp, I've done pork chops, so that's a really good place to have that ready to go so that you're not spending time and wasting time trying to mix all that up. So I need a little bit more of those, so I'm just going to pour in some of that Crackling here into my blender here, and we're going to get these mixed up. Sorry if it's loud. You want to do a good job of mixing these up. Yeah, I can already see there's some big chunks in there, so I'm going to mix it up a little bit here. There we go. So that's our breading. We got that. I'm just going to put that into a bowl. We'll use that to bread our nuggets. Also, what I add into that is some Parmesan cheese. Just a little bit into that. Nothing specific on measurement. Just enough to kind of add a little bit of flavor to it. All right. We'll set that aside. We'll have that. That's what we're going to coat our chicken into. So I've already had pre-cooked some chicken. So you want this cooked. You can also use can of chicken if you want, but I had already had some chicken breasts, so I just went ahead and baked those up. So we're going to go ahead and shred these up as well. So I'm just going to put a couple into the blender here. Alrighty. Take that into a mixing bowl here. That's good. I think that was just only about one breast. So I'll do a breast and a half. It looks like I need a little bit more in here. So I may just add another breast again. Chicken size is going to be how many people you're feeding. So, and it goes a long ways, that shredded chicken. So. All right. I think we are done with that. Next is you can season this chicken as however you want. I'm going to use some salt in here. I would just coat that pretty good in there for some salt. You can add in whatever spices you want, whether that's garlic, whatever you want. Also, what you're going to add into this is some shredded cheese. I think I got a half a cup. I'm going to see how that works out. So go ahead and mix that in quite well. So you got a good kind of a paste, and so that it sticks together. The cheese is going to bind it, and so is the egg. So now what we want to do is that we have our breading here, and then you can go ahead and just form up whatever size of a nugget you want. So you can form up some smaller ones here, or you can make some giant size patties. I've done both. Kind of a meal. So you just kind of form it up, And then you can just dip it into the breading here, get it nice and coated. What I'm going to go ahead and do, so I'm going to use an air fryer. There's other ways of doing this, but it seems the air fryer is just the quickest, and most people have one nowadays. So go ahead and put get your breading on there, get it nice and coated. And then pop it right in. Make sure that you spray your air fryer good too, so the bottom so it sticks, so it doesn't stick. You don't want to take your breading back off after you got it put on there. So again, I'm just going to make up a couple of these. And I'm going to spray mine so I don't forget to. So however many you can fit into your air fryer. Fortunately, air fryers are so small that I had to do mine in a couple batches, but that's okay. All right, get these mixed up. Again, make them any size you want. If you make them large, sometimes it's for lunch. It's easier just to have like 2 big patties instead of a bunch of little ones. It's an option too. So I'm just coating these. And then sticking them in there. A couple more here can fit in my air fryer. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna go ahead and close the lid, and I'm gonna set mine for 15 minutes or whatever. You probably know your air fryer better than I know yours. They're all different, but I think mine's around 15 minutes to cook this, and I'll be back. All right, let's see what we got. A couple of these dudes. Looking good. So also with this, I'm going to make up a sauce for this. It's sour cream based. So just mix as much as you want for how many people you're doing. So I'm just going to get a good size, pretty dollop into this using sour cream. And what I've also added, it's a kind of a dill sour cream. So I've got some dill pickles here with the juice in that to thin this out. So just pour in however much to your taste is liking. So I just pour a little bit in there, mix this up. Also probably add a little bit more salt. And just keep adding the dill juice until it thins down a little bit for a nice dipping sauce. I think that's another thing with carnivore is that you need something to go with it as well, something to dip it in, just to give it more flavor. All right. I'm not going to put it right on there. So, well, there's chicken nuggets. So this is my first video. Thanks to my friends encouraged me to try to do a video about some of the recipes I've been cooking up. You can like this if you want. I'm going to try to do some more. Hopefully it'll just get better. It's kind of different to be behind the camera, so instead of or in front of the camera. So where I'm usually behind the camera. So that's how you make your recipe. I'll post all the ingredients. So it's pretty simple. So give it a try. And thanks for watching.